Ooh, what's up, jobbers, and welcome to the latest edition of the Jobber Knocker podcast. As always, Nestlemania alongside for the ride of the man that always says, no hablo inglés, JC.
No hablo inglés. Tú no hablas español.
All I know is bibliothèque.
Biblioteca. It's a library.
Sorry, French. It's showing.
Yeah, I don't speak French.
Man, it's a Romance language.
Francais. I mean, so is Spanish and Italian, bro. Come on.
All right, bro. Don't bro me unless you know me.
Well, unfortunately for me, I do know you. So I can bro you all I want.
Please don't. On that note, we've got a lot to talk about this week. We've got Raw, we got SmackDown, we've got NXT if we want to really dapper in that whole little Halloween Havoc.
Halloween Havoc.
I've got a lot of spooky things going on this week. And of course, on Saturday, we've got
Saturday night's main event. Saturday.
There you go.
Saturday. You're setting me up. I wasn't paying attention.
Once again.
What else is new?
You know, if there was
I was thinking about Halloween Havoc.
If there was an award for someone who didn't give a shit about his co-host, it would go to you.
Yeah, I mean I'd proudly accept that award.
Wow, thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about NXT since you had it on the mind?
No, we can save that for later since we're going head to head with it. You know.
Okay, fine, sure, whatever.
Yeah, it was a good show. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy NXT because it's the best show. We had a surprise, which we'll get to later in the show. But yeah, where do we start, Nestlemania?
Always in the shine.
Always in the shine, much like Mandy Rose. And looking at this week, Nestlemania, there wasn't really one thing that stood out, but I will say there was one thing that I liked, and that is Jade Cargill turning heel. Because one, this is what we needed, and two, it means Tiffany's finally fucking losing that championship. So Jade Cargill's a heel after we had a great match between Tiffany and Kiana. One of my favorite entrance pieces in the game. Great showing by her as always. Tiffany got the win, but then Jade made the save on the beatdown because the Beautiful Madness is out there as well, your girl Julia. But then Jade turned on Tiffy, and on Saturday night's main event, it'll no longer be Tiffy time. She might have to put on a mask and be El Female Americano because she's losing that title, baby.
Listen, I was very excited that Jade turned heel. I think it feels like it's 6 months too late, but we're there and we're going to have fun with it. I'm just thinking to myself, like, what was the difference between now and then? I don't know. Like, why? Because Stephanie Vicaire had to be in that match? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just seems odd. I don't know.
You're odd.
I am odd. I was going to give Kiana James my comeback, but since you already blew it here, I'm going to say that she did a great job this week. There's a good back and forth. I think, here's the thing. We always joke on this program about me saying, you know, this ain't ballet. You guys always give me a hard time about that. When I was watching this match, it actually looked like a struggle, which I was thinking to myself, that's great. When it looks like a struggle, it should be a struggle. A fight should be a struggle. It shouldn't be like, hey, got to do a flippy dippy thing, catch me and do an arm drag off the ropes. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. You know? So I thought it was pretty good.
I agree.
All right.
You know what else this week? Roxanne beating Nikki Bella.
I know.
Love Roxy. She is an absolute stud. Best women's wrestler on the planet. And she deservedly beats Nikki Bella. And we have a tag team match next week in Mexico Playa. But yeah, Roxanne getting the dub over Nikki Bella. It's surprising because Roxanne loses a lot because she's so good. And it's Nikki. So I was very surprised and I was very happy with that result.
This match went on a lot longer than I expected.
It was a dream match for Roxanne. Like that's like her era growing up, you know, looking up to all those girls. So
another match that made it look like a struggle as well. So I felt like that was good too because I like people who are actually like actively struggling to do moves. It's great. I'm curious how your thoughts are about this on GC because it made me feel like watching Nikki Bella and Roxy made it feel like, again, put in a position against somebody that doesn't necessarily like Roxy's, a cut above the rest. Nikki's trying to hang here. It felt like it was still an enjoyable watch for me, but I'm just curious if you think like, is there going to be somebody that Nikki Bella matches up in this female roster that's like the new breed, not necessarily the diva-ish stuff, but like that will actually really compliment her and click and be like a real thing for her?
So are you asking me if there's someone that is on her level or if there's someone that will actually be a good dance partner for her?
I think the latter.
I don't know, man, because it's just so different now. I mean, they're like the people that make her look good. Like Roxanne can make her look good. If she wrestles like a Lyra, make her look good. Like it's one of those. But I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be chemistry per se. But if you were asking me someone who's maybe on her level, you know, Maxine is about to win the Intercontinental title. So there you go, Maxine. Nikki Bella. Matt Classic on the way.
I mean, you're not lying here because I guess they do kind of similarly. Who would lead
Maxine would
that
have
man?
dominated in the Diva era. Let's just put it that way.
Mhm.
Like she would have been perfect for the Diva era.
Absolutely.
She would have been phenomenal. We'd look at her as one of the best ones, but in this era, it's just different.
And our showstopper from the top rope saying that it would require darling Nikki to actually be able to work in the ring. Well, that's one man's opinion. All I know is that before WrestleMania, she would talk about a particular tattoo that she had on her body, and then on Monday night, we found out exactly what it was and where it was. So, thank you.
You did? No, yeah. I wasn't paying attention, apparently.
She was trending worldwide.
Where was it?
On her butt cheek.
Okay. Well, that makes sense, because like that's the only part of her you don't really see in her outfit, so.
Well, apparently this week, you saw her at all.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm sure Bert knows all about that there. So,
wow, you're really making Bert into quite.
I mean, he loves Nikki Bella. He was the only person that comes to this program and gets mad at us when we shit on her. So,
well, he doesn't know what talent is anyway. If it hit him right in the fucking face, Jesus.
He can lift, but he can't touch. You know what else is refreshing this week, Nestlemania? The main event of Raw. Because this is what I always ask for these TV main events. It's like, if you're doing a title match for a title, it should probably be the main event. And it made the women's tag team titles feel important. Not only that it was the main event, but obviously Charlotte and Alexa are huge stars. Bayley and Lyra challenging were a big deal. They built it throughout the night, but it was also showing that, oh my God, there's actually some competition for these titles. The Kabuki Warriors want the titles. There's segments backstage. They obviously come out at the end of the match and attack. So it's just like, this is what I look for in TV, and as the opposite of like the former era, the Vision era, as I call it, where it's the same diarrhea every fucking week to start and end Raw, but we're free from that now. We've been lifted away by the Messiah. So that's very nice. But this new era, I hope we get more of this because it makes these things feel more important. And it's also like it can carry it because instead of watching like a useless tag match main event or a useless one-on-one match we've seen 30 times with the same couple guys that I can easily turn off, like I had to stay to the end because this was an important match and I wanted to see the storytelling that would play out with Lyra and Bayley, with Charlotte and Alexa, and then what would happen to Kabuki Warriors. So I was very pleased with that. This match had the crowd red hot. So I think it was a great main event. The
dawn of women's tag team wrestling, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that far, but it was nice to see at least for a week because I obviously they it was Zaruka. Was that last week? So yeah.
Yeah, Zaruka. Now we got Zo nothing. Like
yeah,
it is.
Now we just got Za who lost.
Za.
Dun, 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 dun. We'll talk about that later.
Yes, we will. Something I did want to bring up. The only thing that could have made that segment at the end of Raw better, in my opinion, is Charlotte was wearing all white. And I was thinking to myself, this thing's very blatantly bright. I was thinking that she should have gotten misted and it gone all over her white fucking outfit. I thought that would have been great because it just screamed for mist. And I don't think they really did anything. I don't even think the baby faces stood tall. They just kind of backed away at the end.
Yeah. I got attacked, bro. Kabuki Warriors. You know, Asuka. I will say the other thing I loved is the vignette for Asuka, just like really hammering down that she had the long undefeated streak just because fucking Big Mouth Bill had to run his mouth this week. So, you know, appreciate stuff like that too.
Also, this is the part that actually made me pull my hair out. Did you notice at the end when Bayley came back in at the end?
No.
Okay, so Bayley comes in to save Lyra. The Kabuki Warriors back up, and I went, no. We're not doing damage control again. I can't handle that shit. No, that'll go down as one of the worst factions. Probably, it won't be the bottom, but god damn it. In terms of women factions, it's the worst women's faction.
No. Pure fucking crap was worse. Pure Fusion Collective.
I don't even think they're around enough to have an opinion.
Yeah, they were the worst. It wasn't not even literally pure fucking crap. Like that was the worst thing of all time.
Okay, worse
like
than
at least Damage Control had talented wrestlers in it.
Isn't one of your girls in that one?
In what?
Pure crap.
Fucking crap. Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler. I like Sonya Deville, but that was a terrible fucking faction.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
we know what you really wanted to call it. Anyway,
crap.
What else? What else do you have that's positive?
I did enjoy that Ilya is continuing the open challenges. He does them better than Sammy. And obviously Aleister Black answered it. So that is a fun matchup, of course, between those two. Obviously, Mr. Priest did come back, possible comeback nominee to, obviously get in Black's way. But it's nice to know that like it's just like this is what I look for in these mid-card titles. Like you got to have a wrestling title on these TV shows because it gives you something fun every week. It showcases a lot of different parts of your roster. It's an easy way to set things up. So it's nice to see. And Ilya is the perfect type of guy for it because we know every fucking thing he does between those ropes is an absolute fucking banger.
Did you laugh like I did when I watched Sammy try to hype him up before, and then like he was just like, yes, Sammy, tell me more, and you're just like, this is the worst fucking acting I've ever seen in my life. But then it doesn't matter because it's erased by the next 25 minutes of him putting on pure magic in the fucking ring. So I'm just like, God, I'm such a hypocrite because I'm sitting there at one point thinking, God, this acting is so bad. And then I'm like so excited to watch him wrestle, and then just God damn it.
That's part of Dragunov's charm. It's just like he has that awkward promo. Because I remember like the first time I saw him in NXT UK, I was like, I saw like a promo. I'm like, this guy seems like a fucking tool. But then it's like you watch him and it's like actually it kind of fits exactly who he is. So it's one of those things. Like he's a lunatic. And that's why we love him. H-bomb.
The H-bomb.
You're also dying over there.
Yeah, I've been fighting a sinus infection that's stuck in my throat.
Oh yeah.
So I am not gonna carry.
I am him.
Hold on, before we move on. You know how you said Aleister Black and Zelina Vega came out again for the Open Challenge?
Yeah.
I wanted to throw this out there because this was coming directly out of my brain when I saw it on Friday, which was, do you think the reason that Karrion Kross and Scarlett weren't rehired was because they had this in the chamber and they didn't fucking tell anybody and they're like, they can do it better anyway, and we like them better?
I don't think so, but I wouldn't be surprised if this idea came after they let Kross and Scarlett go.
Don't you think it's a little on the nose though? Like it's just
I mean a little bit, but it was just like this always made sense because Zelina had like she obviously had that good run, but then it's one of those things like, especially in the women's divisions, once you have a run, you kind of get put on the back burner a little bit. So this is a nice way to like use her. And I think we agreed like Aleister needed something extra if he's going to be elevated because he's really good. We like him. He has a cool appearance. He's fun in the ring, but like it only gets him so far. So putting him with his wife, who is fucking awesome and a perfect manager, it fucking works.
I'm sure they're both excited for it too, but I just thought she added something to the entrance as well, and just crawling around doing God knows what.
Who
and
doesn't like Zelina crawling around? Woo-wee.
Yeah, it was really funny to me because I just kept thinking to myself, man, they either had this in the chamber or they just were like, fuck it, we'll throw this together. Yeah. So it's a little weird to me because like, in my opinion, there's no reason to have Kross come back to the WWE because they already have the act now. Now he's really not coming back. That's just my thought.
Never say never, but
no, I'm just saying until this runs its course.
Yeah, I haven't heard any "We Want Kross" chants in a while. So
yes, and I think that's kind of a detriment to his comeback because he probably won't come back.
Does anyone care? No one's gonna care.
Wow, that's pretty harsh.
It's flavor of the month, man. It's what it is. They had an opportunity. They do this sometimes with the flavor of the month. They just don't take advantage, and it's more on them than it is the person. But it's just like now, it's like that flavor ended. We have new flavors now. You know.
Mm-hmm.
We have new CM Punk ice cream flavors.
You're kind of a punk. Yeah, I was going to say you're kind of a prick and a punk. Excuse me. I am curious your thoughts, though, as a Cody guy. On Friday, him and Jimmy, you got to do what you got to do, man. And, like, just him being a goofball. Like, when I was watching this, I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing with Cody Rhodes right now? Like, are we just skipping all the way to Saturday? Like, you know what I mean? It's just...
Yeah, no, there's not really much to do with him and Drew. So I think it's just kind of like you involve him with this other stuff. But yeah, it's nothing that I like need to put in the shine or the heat. So it's just something that it happened.
Anything else that you thought was good?
No.
Really? Okay.
Why, do you have things?
I'm looking, but I'm not necessarily sure, but it is what it is. We kind of glossed over the Dragunov match itself, but that's okay. It was a good match. I will say this before we move on to the negative part of the program. What did you say? Have you already discussed the return of Big Vito? Thank you. The one other thing, sorry, and now I'm getting thrown off by the Big Vito thing. That was funny. In the main event so we had Drew versus, Jimmy in the main event. I felt like the one thing I was definitely correlating out of this was that I thought Jimmy did a really good job throughout the whole process on Friday night. And then the actual fight with Drew, I think he did a really great job, and Drew killed it obviously too. But I think that it made me feel for the very first time that I could believe Jimmy being in the main event more often. Not necessarily the champion, maybe a bridesmaid, but I feel like it made me feel better about the idea of Jimmy Uso in the main event.
Nah.
You don't care. Okay, whatever.
No, I just he's fine. He's fine. It's just like I don't want Jay in the main event anymore. So why we gotta put the other one in there now? Come on, just make them a tag team again. Enough of this shit. But it looks like they're gonna be fucking feuding soon. So because that works out so well the last time with one of the biggest Nestle curses ever on that match. Yikes.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Should we get to the eat then? Get him off my TV. Get him off my TV. Get him off my TV. My goodness.
Where do we start there? Punk and Jay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you excited for this shit at all? Because I'm not. Just like give Punk the title and let's move on. Like we literally have seen CM Punk pin Jey Uso. Like it just, and then guess who's got next? LA Knight. Yeah, at least like Punk Knight like have a little bit of something, but it's like these three guys have been like on top of each other since WrestleMania, along with the Bronze and Seth, and it's just like fuck, man. Can we get some fresh meat? Nope, clearly not. So yeah, we just need to get past Saturday, but then we're stuck with LA Knight. It never fucking ends.
I think they tried their best to sell the main event. But I don't think there's like they're really stretching the lines. Like, how far are you gonna go? And it's just like I get it; it'll look good in a package, but man,
do you think there's any scenario where they have Jay like cheat and win? Like, is he gonna be a 2-time heavyweight champion? And they're gonna run with him as like kind of like heelish, or is that just like no? It's just Punk and we move on.
I don't think they're gonna turn him heel because they like the merchandise sales. They'll dapper. They'll dip their toe in it, but they're not gonna go out of their way to make him a full-fledged heel. I don't think.
Well, I know, but I just mean like make him have more of those tendencies. I don't know. It just feels like there's not enough believability for me that they'd actually like do something here. So it's just like. I would have rather CM Punk, like we talked about last week, even fight LA Knight because at least those two have some juice with each other, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
the Joe Stopper says, "Do we get the Jay heel turn on Cody when Punk gets the title?"
That'll be interesting. I am curious what main events because I think Jay Punk does have a good case to main event, and Punk's the fucking poster. Because it feels like Cody Drew is just kind of like. I don't know. I think it'd be a shock if Drew won. We'll talk about that later, but it just feels like that might just kick off the show because it's like, oh yeah, we're just doing this. It's a rematch, but it feels like the other one has juice, and like I said, Punk's on the fucking poster. So
it's a good point.
Yeah, so I'm curious. I'm curious to see how this card stacks out because we have 4 matches. It'll probably be those 4 matches only, as we've seen. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. So in that scenario, Joe, it would be hard for Jay to do that. Is my point? Is just because I think that Cody Drew might kick off the show and the other one would end it. But we'll see.
Sorry. Anything else that's got you hot and bothered?
I really just don't like the Americano sidekicks. I like Andrade by himself. Yeah, because like Rusev and Penta obviously are having a banner. It gets broken up by them because Dom asked his buddy for help, which sets up a super hot fire triple main event on Saturday. So that's awesome. But those two guys, they look fucking stupid. Like Ludwig looks fucking great. Je ne sais quoi. And it's like a cool thing. I feel like those two, like, whatever, I get it. Like have cronies. And then if they break away from this, they can make like a European faction when Gable comes back. But I don't know. They just, what do they call them? They have their names now.
I don't know.
I know. I don't fucking know. But
Did you like the match though? I mean, it's getting
Rusev and Penta. Yeah. I can watch that every week.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like there's this whole thing where we're getting the triple threat at Saturday Night's main event, which is great. But then also, like, I feel like as much as I've been enjoying Rusev, I feel like they've taken the specialness out of, like, it felt like he was like when he was in AEW, even before that, back in WWE, he had this feeling of like, it's going to take a little bit more to get him down. It's going to take him a little bit more. He's a little bit special in that aspect. And now I feel like I'm watching him and he feels like a jag. You know what I mean?
Well, he's just in the same boat like the Sheamuses are. Like, they're just like, he's going to have TV matches every week because he's great, but he's like a high mid-card guy. And he might get that mid-card title, but especially with this character, like, this character worked really well in AEW, and it does okay here, but it is where it belongs. Like, and I think Rusev, like he said, like his goal to come back was to work with a lot of younger talent and just have good like just kind of like the same things we hear Sheamus say. Like he's like, I want to work for this company because they're a great company to work for. I want to go out there and I just want to wrestle, put on good matches. Like it's just one of those because I think he knows the point that he's at in his career. I mean, he's accomplished a lot. He has plenty of money and all this and that. He just came back, I think, just because he wanted to do it. So it's one of those things that I don't think the main event's ever coming for him. Like maybe he gets, who knows? You never know with the 2 titles. They get a shot, people get injured, and like right now they could use some little. But he'd be a good guy to maybe have a one-off with Punk. But it just, I don't know. I do feel like he's still getting this title from Dom at some point. Maybe it's Saturday, but I think like the Dom thing has worked so well with him cheating every week that it's just like they just kind of let it run its course because it is good. And you even see like the Judgment Day accusing like in all these things and getting frustrated with him. It just like. It has a lot of good, but it feels like Saturday could be the moment just because these 3 guys have been all over each other's orbits for a few months now. So it feels like a culmination has to come. We'll see.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out in my head if it would be that Dom would actually lose in this matchup. I don't know. I'm not.
I mean, Rusev can pin Penta.
Fair. That's fair.
Have to pin Dom.
Yeah.
I just feel like Dom is like the fear of like Rusev. So, you know, and then plus he has that other title too. So like, yeah, the double champ thing is great, but it's like, if you lose the IC title, like we're not going to blink an eye because he has the other one. So
that's a fair point. I just think that like, it's really hard because in my head, I'm thinking to myself, the long game would be that you would think that Finn would beat Dom to become the IC champion. No, you don't believe in that. Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like Finn is getting anywhere than where he really kind of is at this point. I think he's in that same boat where he's just a mid-card wrestler, which is fine.
Okay. Anything else that's got you bothered?
No, what do you got?
I think the thing that bothered me was like I don't think they give a shit about tag team wrestling in general. But when I saw that JC Mateo and Tama Tonga were tag teaming, when there's a real fucking tag partner on the fucking bottom, like, come on.
They just don't let the Tonga Loa wrestle. He just doesn't wrestle.
And then guess what? It's Phoenix and friends. It doesn't fucking matter who his tag team partner is. He's not a real fucking tag team. He's got a real tag team fucking person in there, man. Like, it's right across the brand. They can be brothers. They can be a tag team.
Penta's too big of a single star.
I know. But then they're trying to face another not tag team. Like, it just feels like they don't give a fuck about anything.
And it's funny because they have about 10 tag teams on.
Right.
SmackDown. Raw's the one where they're a little thin, but we have a tag team title match next week. So
it's stupid. It's fucking stupid is all I'm saying.
But the Raw champions are random. It's AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. So.
Exactly. They don't care about actual tag team.
What do AJ Styles and Dragon Lee have in common?
Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. They may have pulled off one move similar in their
agree
entire
with
life.
Shot, by the way, Rusev should have been world champion in AW. But I also do agree with Joe's point. He probably got there too late. But just after that TNT title run, I was convinced. He's a stud.
He'll never be world champion, you think?
No, I don't think so in WWE. I think it would have had to been that first run. Like he had all that momentum, and then they had a chance at the babyface thing with Rusev Day, and they just didn't want to do it, and that just kind of ended it. And at this point, like it just like him and Aleister Black were re-signed because they're very good veterans and they can hold a very strong part in the mid card and work with almost anyone and have good matches with anyone, have good stories with anyone. They both are guys that can be very good heels, so help some people. So it's just like. It's like I said, maybe he gets a shot at like Punk in a one-off feud or something like that, just because it is a little thin up there. But I don't think he's winning. It'd be one of those things like it would have to be like a next summer thing, and it just like kind of happened like a secondary title. But like think of the laundry list of mega stars they have in this company right now. Like it's hard. It's going to be hard for like guys like that to come anywhere close anymore.
And yet,
especially because they have long reigns now with their champions, they're not a lot of quicker reigns,
I was gonna say, and yet they don't really do anything with a lot of these people. Like it's just.
I mean, it is what it is. You have stars. You only have so much TV time. It is what it is.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that would actually get me really hot and bothered. I mean, you kind of broke down the whole thing about the Americanos, which is interesting enough, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I am having a hard time watching when they're talking about Braun Breaker's like inevitable rise, and like all of a sudden it's just like the Tsunami Boy sitting there being like, yeah, like it's just he feels like he's morphing more into the Otis category than he is being the fucking like right above, like seriously, right in front of our eyes. I was watching it and I'm just like, fucking Otis could have done that. Fucking Otis could have done that better. You know what I mean? Like it's just like right at the crust. It was like what last week or the week before they were like, hey, these guys are both WrestleMania main eventers, and now it's just like they turned a fucking about face and went like, no.
We didn't buy it when they said that last week. We came on to like,
No,
I like Bronson Reed. I think he's great, but it's just like Bronson Reed is a world champion. I don't know if we're getting there. What I just say about these other guys, like it's not. There's just too many guys. Whereas Braun Breaker, yeah, he's gonna be a multi-time world champion because he's gonna be one of the biggest stars in your company. It's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. It's funny to me. I don't know. It's never gonna work. Never gonna fucking work. Anywho, moving on. Let's see what else is going on in this thing. How did you feel about? Well, we kind of sort of talked about this, but not really. Lyra getting threatened by Asuka's bad acting. I just thought it was like that segment was just boom. There it was. Two things coming together. I couldn't not stop looking at it.
It was for you.
I just felt like it was definitely made for me. Also, by the way, it wouldn't be Nestlemania. It wouldn't be Tuesdays if I didn't bring up something that was really fucking bad. We're grateful that Braun Breaker is not from this fucking world. Because LA Knight fucking had a routine fucking thing to do. And guess what he did, Joshua?
Who the fuck is Joshua?
You see what he did? He was supposed to kick his feet out from underneath him. The big fucking oaf landed right on top of his goddamn head. Fucking done. Like, that is an easy thing to do. It's 50-50 because obviously LA Knight had to trip him and fucking Breaker had to fucking place his feet and he didn't. But god damn it. I was watching that thinking to myself, every week, there is a moment in an LA Knight match where he is going to actually hurt somebody. And I used to do it as a bit, like just joking. And now I'm watching and going, holy shit, this is like 6 weeks in a row.
You hate him.
I don't know.
You just hate him. It's okay.
I don't hate him.
Yeah, you do. It's like him and Becky Lynch. If they're on TV, you gotta rail on them.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. I don't know. I just thought it was one of the funniest things in the world. I think I'm good. Anything else you want to just get into your hope?
Glorious. You ready for this, Nestlemania?
Yeah.
Saturday night main event. I want to make sure this happens. I want Jade Cargill to squash Tiffany Stratton. Whoa. I want not even just 3 minutes or less. I want 30 seconds or less. I want them to make her like the biggest badass ever. Like, yeah, this was your unbeatable champion, which was a joke, and then lost to Vaquer. But I want this new Jade Cargill, this badass heel Jade Cargill, to fucking squash her. You can have the fun wrestling match between these two in the rematch. But at Saturday night main event, I want a statement to be made because I think they just need to make Jade look dominant. Like they need to like restore her to her glory. And I think that's how you do it. So that's pretty simple from me. Hashtag JC knows. Hashtag JC's hopes come true. Jade Cargill squashes Tiffany Stratton and wins the women's WWE title. I can't keep track.
Yeah. I think so.
That one. Did I go too fast for you?
No, you're fine. I just thought it was. I really enjoyed that hope. It was funny. My thought process of this entire thing was that I had one, and then it just definitely didn't work. And my thought was, I really don't know why I feel this, but I kind of feel like we need to get Jey Uso off of television. I know that's not going to happen. Obviously, he sells too many T-shirts. People love him and stuff like that. But I just feel like as I'm watching him every single week, I'm feeling like it's either forced or they're just not committed. Like, it's just like they're making one step in this direction. Like, we're going to try to make him a heel, but not really. And then we're also going to, like, still make sure he sells tickets and T-shirts and all this merchandise and people come and want to eat and all that stuff. So it's like on one hand, we're doing a tap dancing routine to keep that audience, but then we're also trying to damper, tap toe, in there where it's going to be, I'm going to be a heel. So it's interesting to me that they're not really committing with him. They're like trying to figure it out and see like, ooh, can the audience buy it? Are they still going to buy his T-shirts, but boo him? I don't know. I feel like getting him off television for a second even if it's after like a big loss like this on Saturday, give him a little bit of like just time off, and then have him come back at the Royal Rumble, because I just feel like there's this, I wouldn't say Jay fatigue because that's probably overstating it, but there's definitely a feeling of like I'm not interested right now, and I haven't been interested in a little bit. He's definitely a character on the show that's very important, but as the wrestling goes on, he shows that he's least important in that aspect. So I don't know. I just feel like a refresh here, or like more commitment in one angle would be better. So that's my hope.
They're doing too much stuff with him right now, I think. So unfortunately, that's not going to happen, because I don't disagree with you. He definitely has gotten stale, and I think that's why they're trying something here with him. But there's just too much going on with obviously this world title match, stuff going on with these guys, with Jimmy, with Roman. We'll see if that somehow relates to War Games or something. But yeah, I don't disagree with the sentiment. We have this discussion about someone else who is now off television. So, maybe Jay will join him.
Maybe. No, we're not praying for anything. I'm just saying.
No. Yeah, maybe he'll go on paternity leave with Jimmy. They'll, out of solidarity.
Is he gonna have a shoulder pop out too?
No, I didn't say that. I just meant out of solidarity, just joining Jimmy as uncle.
All right, whatever.
But yeah, I mean, hey,
hey,
I don't want her off my TV though, so no, let's not do that.
That's pretty freaking funny. All right, come back.
Don't call it a comeback, Nestlemania. I'm going to Halloween Havoc. I'm going to NXT because what does NXT do best, man? They surprise us. And Tatum Paxley won the NXT Women's Championship. The last time we had a big surprise, guess what? It was JC Jane winning the Women's Championship. She had a pretty good reign, I will say. Shout out to JC. And this Tatum thing was cool because this Tatum-Izzy dynamic has been very fascinating, because it's one of those things, like it just whatever. And Tatum is someone who has just really gotten over with the crowds and the fans, just someone that they like to root for. She's someone that's been there for a while, someone who's worked hard, someone who's never really gotten a shot. So to see her break through is very cool. But the way they did this is just I thought it was great. And now that I think there's so much they can go off of this. Sean Spears is an elevator, of course. But yeah, this was phenomenal. I thought this was a nice surprise. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'm curious to see how this goes, because again, they took a chance on JC and it worked out. So we'll see if the same chance they take on Tatum works out.
I don't know. It's just you
didn't believe in JC either, and that worked out really well. I thought she had a great reign. So
I know the funniest thing is I actually said I thought about it when I put in my predictions. I was like, I should put her down, because I had no nuts, no fucking confidence in it, and God damn it, I wish
think we've just been assuming it would be like Lola or a Jada, two of the women that have been circulating around it who are ready, but it just it's what NXT does. They do surprises,
Yeah, I mean, good for her. I do like the Izzy factor of I was trying to help you, but not really. I thought that was interesting. So it's gonna be.
She was trying to get a DQ, which means Tatum wouldn't have won the title, but then it worked out. So it's just it's just a great dynamic, because now you just have this continuing to continue.
Well, my comeback goes to one giant size head on a wee little body, which it probably is going to be JD McDonough taking on Sheamus. When I saw the promo of him being like, I'll fight Sheamus tonight, and then he just walked off, I'm like, what the fuck is this going to be? Hamburger?
He's getting his head kicked off.
Oh my God. But I loved it so much. The thing is I don't think I can ever not enjoy a Sheamus match. But then fucking JD McDonough out of nowhere would just be like, fucking wee, and just be tossed around and then beat up. And you could tell he was just the first fucking segment of that match, Sheamus left his fucking hamburger helper hand on his fucking chest. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, God damn it. That fucking hurts. And they're probably backstage being like, oh, this is great. But you know what? The best part of this entire thing was that JD McDonough fucking won. He fucking won.
Yep.
And that's a signature win, I think they said on commentary. But man, I was so fucking happy when he won, because now it made me be like, because I thought we're originally going to get to, when we get to Finn and Sheamus, that's insane to me. I don't think I've seen Finn and Sheamus in a very, very long time. Maybe they have. I don't know. I can't remember.
I feel like not recently, no. I mean, remember, Sheamus has been kind of gone for a while, and then Finn's kind of part-time. So, yeah, they probably haven't. And I would assume, well, obviously next week we're getting the tag match with those guys, but I would assume soon after we will get Finn and Sheamus.
He kind of snuck up on the big old finish there.
That's what she said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
Should we go to the finish?
We should probably go to the finish.
We should try to go to the finish. Next week, SmackDown. I have Nia versus Alexa written down. I don't know if there's anything else, but yeah, that's happening.
Say that again.
Nia versus Alexa.
I just wanted you to say it one more time. Nia's gonna win, right?
I have no idea. Because Alexa and Charlotte kind of feuding now with the Kabuki Warriors, and is Nia going to find a partner, or her and Candice still team? I can't keep track of that shit. But yeah, I had that written down. I have no idea if there's anything else. But on Raw, they are in Mexico, and there is a tag team title match between the AJ and the Dragon taking on the Judgment Day. And there also is a other Judgment Day female variety. Roxanne and Raquel take on Nestle's favorite team of Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer. Or
friends forever. Can't wait for that.
She called her Vaque, so now they're friends forever.
Of course. Fucking stupid. Just across the board stupid.
I'm not against Stephanie on my TV. I'm not against Stephanie and Roxanne sharing a reign, and I'm not against the Judgment Day taking a rematch with AJ and Dragon. So I'll say that.
I'll be entertained, but obviously we know it's a retain, so it leaves the element of surprise out of it. But
yeah, it's in Mexico though, so maybe it'll be a fun environment.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I really hope Dragon Lee gets some type of reaction that makes
the future of Lucha Libre. Of course, you will.
Yeah, me might as well. I mean, at this point, it's probably Dom. So,
well, I mean, Dom's the champion of AAA. So, but
his dad never did that.
Dom and Dragon Lee are have had some of the best Dom matches ever. So,
okay,
go dating back to NXT, the main roster, everywhere they fought, they have great chemistry. So, we'll get more of those in the future. But Nestlemania, should we talk about Halloween Havoc?
Go right ahead.
Because the show started with the Bouncy Boys picking up the win. And they're eventually going to challenge Dark State. But what's his name? Is it Leon? He says he has some X Division things he has to take care of first. But eventually we'll get Javon and Leon taking on Dark State, who, spoiler alert for later in this, won the titles back.
I like that is this the first TNA NXT
team? Probably. And these two guys are they're so similar and they're so fun and they're so young, it just works.
Yeah.
Bouncy Boys. Love the Bouncy Boys. They pick up the win. Next up, Nestlemania. This match was interesting because it was it had a gimmick. They had the lighting. It was Ethan Page versus the Wagner dude. That's all I'm gonna say. Ethan Page retains as he should, but this was a violent fucking spot festy match. These two fucking killed each other.
That fucking Hurricane on the chair made me cringe. That one thing made me go, oh my God. I mean, there's a lot that's going on. I mean, I love the visual of the mask being ripped off pretty much. And then the fact that invigorated him going right through him. And then of course, just the ending, of course, what we want every single time, but it's interesting to see that he still got it. So good for him.
Ego from one North American stud to the other female variety. Blake Monroe wins the North American title by defeating Zarya, who was defending it in Sol Ruka's honor. Obviously, the right person win. We had a feeling Blake was beating Sol regardless because it was Blake's time to go on a run here with this title, and now she has it, and I'm excited to see what she does with it because as we saw in the other company, Blake is very good with a title. So
I am curious what you thought about the fact that they kind of made it look like she almost turned, but she didn't turn. Then she had to help her friend, and then because of that, she lost, and then they got shocked, and then they had to pat each other on the head and be like, it's okay. They're flirting with it.
What I worry about with this is because Saul's probably going to be out a while, and Zarya is just such more natural, her character, everything as a heel, but she's going to be kind of stuck in this limbo because they probably want to save the turn for when Saul comes back. So it's just I don't know. I feel like we're going to be in this weird place with Zarya. And it also feels like they were getting called up because Saul has been ready for that. So it's just, there's so many different things going on with this, but I don't know. I think Zarya is in a tough position because that turn was going to be special. And now it's they either got to ignore it and move on, or they just string Zarya along for however long Saul's out, which could be a while. So will be very interesting to see how they handle Zarya in Saul's absence.
But couldn't they just also just have her attack Soul, and that's the reason she's out for longer? I
don't know. It wouldn't mean the same. It'd be better if the night Soul came back if Zarya turned on her after they do something special together. That would be more impactful and it would immediately hit the ground running. But it's just is this Soul injury 6 months? Is it we don't know. The girl tore ACL twice. I don't know, what are they calling this one? But I don't think it's an ACL, but it feels like it's a lengthy injury. So it'll be interesting to see how they do this.
I'm not doing that joke.
Better Call Saul. I approve. Next up, we already talked about the title change there with Paxley and JC, which was fun. But after that, Nestlemania, the piss break before the main event was the ultimate deletion of the Hardys. They brought back their gimmicks and still lost the fucking Dark State because Dark State's the champs again.
Sorry, the ultimate deletion of their characters. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
They literally did it as a vignette on Tuesday, and they lost the titles on Saturday. And everybody move on with your life. That's all, folks.
I thought it was false advertisement because I actually thought it would benefit Dark State to go to the Hardy compound and have a fucking video play instead than the dog shit crazy ass nonsense we got in the fucking match. Jeff Hardy is insane. Someone needs to fucking stop him before he fucking dies. He's been like that his entire career. I get it, but God.
Man. Yeah. You ain't stopping him now.
But having them in the fucking Hardy
I know.
compound.
I honestly thought that's what they might do for this match, but they didn't. So I don't know. That's why to me it was just like, oh, okay, whatever, it's over. Deleted.
Dark State just still feels like shit and feels like
they are shit.
But it just feels like there should be a leader.
Shit. They are complete shit. Because I don't buy that guy as a leader, the talky guy who never wrestles. Color James looks like a fucking stooge, just like he did in LFG. And the tag team's impressive, but they're fucking generic, big, buff tag team. Like there's not much character going on with them. So yeah, like they're a fucking shit gimmick. Their fucking GM called him the fucking Temu Shield. Or no, Walmart Shield. So yeah, that's what they're dealing with. Should we talk about the main event?
Yeah, sure.
Absolute Ricky Saints.
I just love the belt raising part. That's me.
Successfully defends against Trick Williams. Trick Williams threw a temper tantrum to kick off NXT tonight, so he might get another match, even though that was a clean finish. But either way, Ricky Saints retained.
I just think that Ricky does something for the title that no one else has done. It just feels like when he does the fucking like the way he holds it and the way he still looks at it and just he's Ricky. He's an essence.
Cool.
Like that's just
Ricky's
who he is.
Fucking cool.
He just when he walks into the room, I'm just like that fucking guy is just something, right? Like you look at it and you're like, just when he just closes his eyes, you're just like, you can feel that feeling, and he doesn't. It's just how he is where he is. Like he should have been there way fucking sooner. Like it just. I watch him and I think he even said himself, I'm a diamond. I just needed to be, sized up on the sides there. But he is a superstar. Like you look at that and you're like, he is the guy that they can put on a fucking billboard and it would fucking sell.
Yeah. Cody knows ball, bro. That's his guy. So you knew, always knew. We saw it in AEW, despite them trying to fucking not showcase him. It still came out. And NXT there, like you said, shine up those edges, clean them up a little bit, give him what he needs to get. And now being like the main champion, leading the brand will be the best thing for him. We've seen it like with these guys that just like we've seen the evolution of like a guy like Trick, like him just become that main event guy just by like doing it in NXT. So, and then even with TNA. So it's great. But I thought Halloween Havoc was a fun show in Nestlemania, but I believe we have to make some predictions now on Saturday. Not Collision. Fuck that shit. But we have a triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. The champion, Dominic Mysterio, defends against Penta and Rusev. Nestlemania, as the leader in predictions, I have big old balls. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to take Rusev.
Whoa, he can afford to take a big dub here. It is what it is. Look, I'm going to say this much. It's Dom. That's it. He ain't losing this fucking thing. Not happening.
Cursed. Next up, singles match for the WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton, the champion, defending against Jade Cargill. A storm is coming for Tiffany Nestlemania. Give me Jade.
Give me Jade as well, because I feel like this is her time, and if it's not, I think I might start laughing at this fucking division. Like
you weren't laughing before.
No, I am, but I feel like I'm gonna be picturing you if Tiffany wins. I'm picturing JC doing his fucking giant rockin' belly laugh that he does, losing air, and then I'm gonna fucking start laughing.
And then she'll fight Nia next.
I know. Like that's what's
circle.
I don't even know if I want to know the ending to this match, because if it happens and Tiffany continues to win, I'm literally gonna probably fall out of my bed laughing.
Yeah.
Jade,
it's 30 seconds or less. Let's get it done. Nestlemania next up. Singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes, the champion, defends against Drew McIntyre. Who you got?
Cody freaking Rhodes. I think that this is weird, though. I don't understand why they're even doing this match. Like,
because Drew kind of got screwed in the last one. Like, it's this was the rematch, and Who knows? Maybe there's more good guy here, but it feels like Cody is winning. Cody must pose.
Cody must pose.
Next up, what we think will be the main event, singles match for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk defends against Jey Uso. Nestlemania, do you got the balls to pick the Yeet Man, or is it just look in my eyes, what do you see? CM Punk winning the World Heavyweight Championship.
I am going to have to be the coward and pick CM Punk.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think it would be a shock, but then what the fuck do you do? Versus
then he has to be the champion, which is the problem.
Right. And I mean, it was great, but now we've had a taste, and that's fine. It's Punk's time to take it. Like let's see a long reign here. Let's see something interesting, because I feel like he's gonna try to make this real last one count if this is his real last one. So I feel like he's all in on this right now. You can tell. So
feels like it.
He needs to be the guy.
Yep. Punk. That's it. Those are the 4 matches for Saturday on NBC and Peacock, or wherever the fuck it's on.
You don't want to talk about AEW?
I mean, you can bring it up.
Okay.
I haven't watched Dynamite for 2 straight weeks. It's kind of been nice. Like, I feel like I'm cleansing myself until someone tells me I need to watch something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like clean. I meant to watch it over the weekend, but then I've been busy. And then I decided, like, you know what? I have better things to do with my time.
Okay.
But try to sell me. I can't wait for you to tell me what's on the card this week.
Well, it's called, get ready for this. Get ready. It's called the Fright Night Dynamite. Any eye roll there? Yep, there it is. That's what I was looking for. And it's going to be a Fright Night 4-way fight where the winner faces Hangman Adam Page at Full Gear. So wait a minute. We've been teasing. Let's do this. We've been teasing Samoa Joe's getting another shot, but we're not giving it to him.
Who's he fighting?
Right? So here's what's happening. Big Bob Lashley, taking on Ricochet.
They'll cancel each other out.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
And Hook. Come again?
So Ricochet's taking the pin in this match. Yeah. What? I mean, look, I don't want Joe to win, but like you said, they kind of already spoiled it.
Come on.
Ricochet and Bobby would be fine challengers. They're both studs, but they're not going to do that. And then Hook would be kind of random. I'd be more intrigued with that than the Samoan Snore, but good God, yeah, we know Samoa Joe's going to win. And yes, Joe, Dynamite Detox. That is a good way to word it.
Speaking of which.
Oh, God. Like a choose your own adventure, but none of them are fun.
Oh, man. I don't get this at all. No, they're doing a Fright Night 4-way fight between
another one. Okay.
Yeah. The FTR taking on the Young Cucks, taking on Jet Speed, taking on Jurassic Park. Or Jurassic Express, excuse me. But here's my favorite point. It was like they collided already on Collision for $400,000, but this time it's for a tag title shot.
Who are the tag champs right now?
See, you don't even remember.
Bro Shitto.
Well,
Jet Speed ain't gonna win.
Okay.
The Bucks probably not gonna win. So it's got, and did they already fight FTR? So maybe they give it to Jurassic Express. They're hot right now. They just came back. I know it's baby on baby, but I know it does that all the time. So give me the Dinos.
I would hope so. I would hope so.
Do we have any more Fatal 4-Way matches?
No, but we do have the AEW Women's World Tag Team Title Tournament quarterfinal kicking off.
Oh, okay. Who we got?
Amiz was his Queen. Yeah,
Queen Aminata.
There we go. Jamie Hayter against against your girl Sky Blue and Julia Hart.
Sky and Julia to the tiffy top with them. I need a Sky and Julia versus Anna Jay Tay Mella final, and I will watch Dynamite.
Okay.
Depending on Sky Blue's outfit this week, I might watch that match. Love her.
Okay.
And Julia has the best entrance in the company. It's not even close.
Okay.
Might have a top 3 entrance in wrestling.
Well, if this isn't going to scare you to stop watching television, I don't know what will. We've got Jon Moxley taking on Kyle O'Reilly.
Next. I'm not going to dignify that with a response. Get those fucking 2 off my TV forever.
Oh. We thought it was dead, JC, but it's back. The Trick or Treat Tornado Tag. Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy taking on the Death Riders, Danny Garcia and Muppet.
Rita Ula?
Yes.
Yeesh. I thought we were getting Darby away from these idiots. I can't.
I will not die.
I can't. I love 3 of those 4 guys.
Oh, that's right.
but
You didn't watch.
I can't. I just can't. When's MJF, Swerve, and Ospreay coming back?
I don't know when you'll watch again, I guess.
Cool, Kyle. Get the fuck out of here, Joe. That was the only time his gimmick made me laugh, though. And he was Cool Kyle at NXT.
I think the only thing is that Cool Kyle leads the way for everybody else to act like him. So Joe thinks he'll be cooler. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine, Joe.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. I can't watch this shit. I can't.
It's tough. They're in a tough spot right now. They have a lot of guys out, but they don't make enough compelling stuff. Like you still have some talent there. They just Sky and Julia, though, that's exciting. Go Sky and Julia.
I agree.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Oh, thank God. You don't got a Rampage preview for me?
No, because even I don't watch Rampage.
AW Dark.
If that comes back, would you watch it? No.
No.
So don't worry about it.
Did anyone besides Dom watch that?
I don't know.
Oh,
We were on an episode of Dark because they taped it afterwards. Woo.
That's right.
So
yeah,
whatever.
All right, Nestle.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. I guess we're all set. On
We'll
that
be
note,
back next week, right?
I would assume so. Thank you for watching. Are you gonna steal my shit again?
I should. Go ahead.
Thank you for listening and watching the Jobber Knocker podcast, and we'll be back next week with some more.
Jobber Knocker.